welcome to the court from the United States, Madison Keys. Denmark, Wozniacki.
And then there were two. The trophy is on the line here in Charleston. Two players who have been searching for form in 2019 have certainly found it here at the Volvo Car Open. Caroline Wozniacki, former world #1 and a former champion of this event, will square off with Madison Keys, who is bidding to become the 9th American woman to conquer Charleston. It is a blockbuster final. Mikey Pereira in the commentary box, delighted to stay alongside me is Sophie Amiak. Sophie, it's been a wonderful week, and we have a final that is worthy of this tournament.
It's going to be an amazing final in the sense that this is two different styles of players, and you know, one who is like powerful in Madison Keys, and this woman right here who can pretty much run a marathon in 3 hours and 36 minutes. So you know that she's here to stay and to defend and to bring as many balls back as possible to eventually get the American to make some errors. That's going to be the style of play, I think, from Caroline Wozniacki today. And as they're preparing here for the coin toss, you see a little bit of bandage and strapping on the left thigh. She did have to run quite a bit against Martic yesterday. So maybe a little bit of a feel of a pull, maybe prevention also. It's a bit cooler here today, so not a bad idea.
Well, yeah, she's taking her time here, Caroline Wozniacki. Is this just gamesmanship right away? Well, she was waiting for some water. Let's hear the coin toss.
Hi, this is Kay. He's going to go to the coin toss today. So we play with same condition as in previous match. We still have the shot clock on court, one on each scoreboard. TV changeovers. Do you have any questions? So it's going to be WTA or the trophy. WTA, just on the ground. Trophy. Serve. Can you say for the picture, please? In the middle.
Well, the sunshine is peeking through now. We've had some rain over the last couple of hours, but it's good to see that the sun has arrived here in time for this showpiece. Madison Keys, the #8 seed, against Caroline Wozniacki, the #5 seed. The first 14 events of this 2019 season have all been won by different players. The first time this has ever happened. This record will continue and be extended to 16 on this Sunday, as both this event as well as the final in Monterey will be claimed by players who have yet to win a title this season. Well, Madison Keys, she has been a runner-up at this event before. That was 2015. Can she go one step further today? Sophie, if she hits with the quality we know she possesses, she's got a great chance.
Without a doubt, and especially with what we saw yesterday against Monica Puig, the power from both wings, the forehand was striking, and it was just incredible on the serve too, as well as the return of serve. I mean, she really, is showing that this is the type of tennis that she's capable of playing. You know, the issue it's always to find out, is she going to be on the unforced errors close to the winners and count, and that's where really it makes the difference in her game. Finding the margin, not going for too much, because with the power that she possesses, as you mentioned, there's no need to go close to the lines. You know, go one little foot inside. And looking at our road to the final, she had two really tough matches against Tatiana Moria, which we know have been taking care of business, especially against Sloane Stephens last week in Miami. That was a tough first round, but she got out of it. And against Stephens, when she was down 2 set points in the first set, in the tiebreak, was able to come back and win that one for the first time.
Yeah, it was a super win against her good friend. And also yesterday, that was an excellent win against Monica Puig. It took just 67 minutes of actual match time. We did have a long rain delay in the middle of that match, but yeah, Madison Keys really got it done with 26 winners in the process. And you feel she's going to have to really be on top of her game, because Caroline Wozniacki will just look to get everything back.
Oh, she was in such form yesterday. I mean, she was bringing so many balls back. Martic really lost it on the chair, on the changeover at one point, calling on her coach, who gave her the best pep talk and psychology session. I think I want to sign up if she ever becomes a psychologist. And, you know, got her back a little bit in the game and made that set a little bit, you know, tougher for Wozniacki to win it. But Wozniacki was on top of everything, moving so well. Defending well and serving very well as well, which is impressive for the Dane.
Yeah, the run through, she had a bye in the first round, came through easily against Laura Sigmund. Berzinescu was the only set that she's dropped all week. Maria Sakkari, that was an excellent win because the Greek has been playing some good stuff here. And then Petra Martic, I thought that was a really high quality tactical match yesterday. Both players on form, but Wozniacki too good. Yeah,
just moving so well, the movement and the stamina and just the shot selection is absolutely impeccable for Wozniacki as we're looking at the head-to-head. Well, it is 2-0 for Caroline Wozniacki, and the last meeting was in Indian Wells. The meeting before that was at the U.S. Open,
yes,
I believe. Yeah. And I think during that match, 2 sets as well. I think Caroline Wozniacki had about 7 unforced errors throughout the whole match and 33 for the American. So you know that this is where it's going to really make the balance of this match.
It is Pierre Bacchi for the final here in Charleston. And that's a welcome sight. The blue sky above. Just a few white clouds. No problem.
It is definitely chillier.
Yeah, both the previous meetings between these two coming on US soil. US Open 2016, Indian Wells 2017.
Never on clay, though.
Never on clay. Who do you think that will favor more?
Well, today, with the conditions of the clay being heavy, I would think that it is Caroline Wozniacki who has a little bit of the advantage. But, you know, I'd love to see actually Caroline using a slice backhand against Keys just to slow down sometimes the pace and to give her really a lower ball to hit. Because anything about hip area and belly button area for Key is very dangerous. You know that she's going to apply so much power. We'll see if the influence of a certain Schiavoni, Francesca, who's been joining the team for the clay season of Caroline Wozniacki, is talking during this match. And I mean, we'll see that right away if she uses that slice a little more. She has a great slice backhand. I mean, it's very solid and it stays very low.
Well, really excited about how this one will turn out. Madison Keys was in her winner's mood yesterday, firing so many winners against Monica Puig, and well, it was too good for the Puerto Rican. And Caroline Wozniacki, she looks in great form. We are all set. That's the warm-up done and dusted. Wozniacki sneaking in an extra serve. It is the final, and it's a great looking final. Madison Keys up against Caroline Wozniacki. Wozniacki, former champion here. She took the title in 2011 up against Madison Keys, who has been a losing finalist before. And today looking to do it in front of this home crowd. She would become the 9th American player to win this title. Sit back and enjoy. Should be a wonderful final, this. And it is Wozniacki who won the coin toss and will serve first.
And the main thing for Wozniacki is to protect her serve. That means a lot of first serve to the body, maybe. You're going to see Madison Keys jumping on the returner serve, especially the second serve. Going to the body of Wozniacki is a great play. Doesn't get out of the way very quickly sometimes. Well, that was a good pickup because that return was smacked down the middle, right at the feet of Wozniacki. Look at that. Able to put that back, and a little bit surprised. Got there too late for Keys. Didn't do much with that. An easy pass for the Dane. And this is what happened yesterday against Puig. I mean, Puig got so scared about serving, as we're looking at the box of Wozniacki with father coach and I would say assistant consultant Schiavoni. Behind her, David Lee, Caroline Wozniacki, husband and former NBA player.
That's away, and Wozniacki trying to get up and running here. She's actually gone almost 8 years without winning a clay court title. Her last title on the clay, the Brussels Open in Belgium in 2011. Do you think that's a little surprising, Sophie, given her playing style and it's been that long?
Not really, because she doesn't really have a ton of topspin, really, from both wings. And I think when you're playing on clay, especially the red clay, you need to have that. This is a little bit faster. It plays kind of like semi-hard court, where she's more comfortable. Well, that's again a really good reflex from Wozniacki. That ball is coming so fast to her. She comes up with incredible shot right here. Didn't quite want to make it that good, but surprising Keys. Yeah, we know that's coming down. The quality of returner serve, the movement. They're back together with Juan Todero.
Yep.
They were together a long time ago. And when Monica Puig decided to go with Kamau Murray, well, she grabbed him back. I think it's working.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a great serve.
Wozniacki knows that the serve has to be that effective, because Keys will put away anything that is too short. There we go.
Look at that depth on the return right at the body of Wozniacki. I mean, tactically, that's very smart. There are two things that Wozniacki really can't stand. One, body returns. Two, any kind of balls that are going higher than the level of the shoulder on the forehand especially. And when she's pushed to the backhand and retrieves ball with one hand, that's when you can come forward.
Advantage, Wozniacki.
Well, it was really good focus from Madison Keys yesterday. After that rain delay, she came out with a real intensity to her game. It was too hot to handle for Monica Puig.
That's big. That's giant power from Keys. Keys, while being interviewed yesterday, she mentioned, she said, I have to play my game. And I think that, you know, she's clear about it right now, much more than she's been in the past. And being injury-free also is giving her a lot more confidence. She has had her share of injuries on the tour throughout the years. Could write a book about it.
Well, it's a break point chance here. The first one.
Use.
Oh, that's lovely. The ability to redirect the ball from the racket of Wozniacki is the best on the tour, I have to say.
Well, there we go. Comes through a really tough game there, Caroline Wozniacki, but that is what she does. Really is one of the best fighters on tour.
She's going to have to grind it out. I mean, she knows that. She knows that the power is going to come from both wings. She's going to have to move well and just keep pushing back Keys as much as possible with the depth. And when she has the opportunity herself, can definitely accelerate. Doesn't have the same power, but can sure hurt.
Lost the 2015 final to Angelique Kerber. It was a close final, that. 3 sets, 7-5 in that third.
Well, that's how she pretty much served yesterday. She's picking that right back up. She had 1 ace in each of the service games that she had minimum. She did get broken once, though. That's a bit late. And you mentioned that 2015 final against Kerber. She was very close. In the third, was up 4-1 and also was serving at 5-4 for the match. To see herself broken at love by Kerber. Finally ended up winning that match 7-5 in the third for the German. She came close twice, really, because last year she could have been in the final as well. She had a match point against Kiki Bertens, who eventually won that tournament.
Oh, that's a beauty.
And that's what I called the consistency, the aggression with tempered aggression and margin for error. Doesn't need to be any closer to the line. It's coming so fast. It's perfect.
Charts that for Wozniacki.
She's doing the right thing, though. Unfortunately, the execution was poor, going down with the racket head, and you know where that ball is going when you go down at impact.
Up and running. Madison Keys.
One game.
Appearing in her 4th final on home soil. She's lost 2 of those previous 3 on home soil. The US Open, of course, in 2017 against Sloane Stephens, and also that one we mentioned here in Charleston, 2015. She did win in Stanford in 2017 on the hard courts against Coco Vandeweghe.
I mean, it's really beautiful. I mean, the technique is impeccable. Racket head speed is absolutely enormous. That creates the pace. And now she's really keeping the margin really well in check. Doesn't get much better than this. There's that return right at the body. Yeah.
There we go. Madison Keys, she is in the zone. She starts very, very brightly in this final with the early break. 2 games to 1.
Title sponsor of the Volvo Car Open. Thanks you for being here on this championship Sunday and all week throughout the tournament. Inviting you to stop by the Volvo driving experience just outside the stadium entrance to take a test drive of the all-new Volvo S60 with a standard panoramic moonroof, unique Scandinavian design, and an available 400 horsepower front-end hybrid powertrain. The all-new S60 is a sedan unlike any other.
Time.
Well, it's a fascinating final we have here. Also a fascinating final over in Monterrey will be played in, well, a few hours' time between Azarenka and Muguruza.
Absolutely amazing. I mean, it would be so good for either of them to win. But for Azarenka, think about the last time she won a tournament was before she had Leo, and that was in 2016 when she got the double, the Sunshine double.
Oh, what an achievement.
Yeah, she was on fire.
15.
Sunshine beating down on this court here in Charleston. On this Sunday lunchtime, it's just coming up to 1:30.
A few enforced errors here from Madison Keys, and looking like she might get broken back right away. That's exactly what Wozniacki wants to have.
Away that goes. And this one is going to keep us guessing today. Wozniacki didn't waste too much time in getting straight back onto level terms.
Well, let's see if Wozniacki starts hitting the first serve maybe at the body with a little bit less pace, but right at the body of Keys, because otherwise on the second serve she's really getting hurt and sanctioned by the power of Keys on the return. That was a better one here, much deeper in the box. A little bit of a letdown, though, from Keys. It's a great serve again.
Celebrating. Nice serve.
Well done. Putting the pressure again. I like the movement forward from Wozniacki. She's really working on that. I think the influence of Schiavone in doing so has a lot to do with it. Remember how Schiavone used to like sneak in so fast as soon as she saw that her opponent was in any kind of trouble.
Well, there we go. Wozniacki, a great couple of games for her. She breaks back and then she has a really solid service hold. And she leads this final 3-2.
So the singles final is underway. You don't want to miss a second of the action. Well, fans in box and terrace seats can enjoy in-seat delivery here at Volvo Car Stadium using the official tournament app, and then click on the water bottle icon and choose from a variety of items, including beer, wine, champagne, soda, and water. We also offer candy and snacks, and the signature Happy Snack Pack with your choice of sandwich and hand-cut chips. Just click on the water bottle icon for in-seat service. Available through the Volvo Car Open mobile app.
Time.
Lively start to this one. Madison Keys flew out of the block. She found the early break, but she has surrendered that already.
And since when she broke Wozniacki, she has won 1 point out of the last 8. So time to change the momentum here for Keys. And she's not accelerating right now. Oh, she was there. That's called good anticipation. I mean, at that stage, you just do exactly like a goalie in football. You just pretty much pick the side and on a penalty kick and say, let's hope that's the right side. That would be soccer for the other part of the world. Sorry, just want to make sure they're not going to understand what I'm talking about in the U.S. Football.
That's the way.
I feel like she's, back on her back foot. I mean, she's not as aggressive as she's been throughout the tournament. Kind of felt like she changed a little bit the way that she's been starting the match.
Caroline Wozniacki's getting to work here, and she's just going to lap up these unforced errors. Thank you very much, she says. And Madison Keys needs to get back on track. And she does have the backing of this crowd here, Madison Keys. She would be a popular champion, I'm sure. She's come close to winning this title on a couple of occasions, as we've mentioned.
Advantage Keys.
Well, the third time that she has a chance to win this tournament might be the charm, as well as beating a third player who has won a major in this tournament could be also the charm. She did take care of Ostapenko and Stevens.
Fine away. Madison Keys back on level terms.
3 games on.
Yeah, Wozniacki is going to be upset about the shot that she missed in the net. She had really an opportunity earlier, an unforced error actually that she missed wide with the forehand.
Love 50. 30-15.
Well, after a long first game, we're racking through the game since then.
Just not as offensive and going forward as she's been on the return. I would like to see really the momentum going much more into the court after she hits. I think that's what Juan Todero is going to tell her. I'm sure she's going to call him on this changeover.
Yeah, that will do the trick.
Let's see where she finished that shot. Totally inside the court, and that's the momentum she needs behind that shot. She can't just stay still after hitting.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's going to hurt Caroline Wozniacki because that clipped the line, the outside of the line. Yep, she knows it.
Deuce.
Great execution on this forehand.
Advantage, Wozniacki.
Good serve to finish from Caroline Wozniacki. Tricky game, but she comes through it.
New balls, please.
7 games played, 4 have gone the way of the Dane. She leads 4-3.
Tak jak teraz, Karol. Nie dawaj się, żeby jej zmienić na forehand za szybko, wiesz. Jak trzymasz ją na backhandzie, czujesz kontrolę, no nie? To dopiero wtedy, jak czujesz, że ona zwolniła, że nie zdążyła, zmieni. A tak konsekwentnie, żeby ona żygała tym, że ty grasz jej tam cały czas. Bo wtedy ona, wiesz, panikuje, nie wie co robić. Wiesz, bo tego, jak wiadomo, że jak ci przyspieszy ci po linii zagra, no nie? No to wtedy ty jej na forehand, to wtedy ty jej przerzucisz cross, no nie? A tak, to tak jak bierzesz bardzo dobrze w dobrym momencie piłkę, przyspiesz ją, żeby ona nie miała od razu tego i później kontrolujesz, Karolina, wszystko, dobra? W ten sposób, bo to jest najważniejsze. Super forehand robisz, to co żeśmy rozmawiali, idealnie grać nim, także tutaj nic się nie dzieje, tylko tak jak mówię, żebyś czuła, że ona już nie może, aż żyga, ona wie, ale i co z tego? Rozumiesz, Karo? Wtedy to smart zrobisz, no nie? Że tak jak teraz grać, bardzo dobrze, że zaczęłaś w ten sposób już ją męczyć, bo ona wyszła, a teraz widzisz, ona już jest trochę zmęczona tym graniem, bo wie, że ten i w ten sposób Karolina gra, dobra? Super, trzymamy.
Time.
Will the Danish flag be flying come the end of this one?
Thank you.
Very surprised that Juan Todero was not called by Madison Keys. It was actually Wozniacki who called her father up 4-3, which is normally where they each time have a chat at the 7th game.
You're very surprised about that.
I was shocked, actually. I mean, that was really the time to get some input and things that you can't see when you're on the court. And how great is it to have the ability to have a coach coming.
Oh, it's been called out.
15-30.
It has just missed. What a chance.
Yeah, that's a huge mistake again. I mean, the enforced errors are really piling up for Madison Keys.
Out.
13 right now for the American, 4 only for the Dane.
There's another. These are proving costly.
She needs a big first serve here. Keys. That was excellent. Moving it in the box. She's been using the kick as well, and a good comeback here.
She's not going to get that back, Wozniacki.
Advantage Keys. Ladies and gentlemen, as a courtesy of the player, please remain quiet during the rally segment.
That was Wozniacki asking Pierre Bacchi to ask the crowd to be silent during the rally. Started with a great serve once again. Sure helps.
She just can't wriggle out of this game.
It's the movement. I mean, she needs to get her feet closer to that ball. She looks a little bit hesitant. I feel like the nerves are really playing a part in Madison Keys right now, and when you have nerves that are a little bit iffy, you need to move your feet even more. Try to get the blood flowing.
Well done, Caroline Wozniacki.
How about that power from the Dane? I mean, she did produce a lot more power in that point, and the backhand cross-court was so good. This one right here, cross-court short. Nice get from Madison, but finishing here, just too much for the American to cover. This feels like this game is almost like the set, especially for Wozniacki. Oh, that's an awesome serve. Good quality first serve when she needs it.
Yeah, she absolutely does. Vital game, this one. And there we go, it's another big first serve. And the difference in success rates of winning the point compared between the first and the second serve for Madison Keys is huge. When she gets the first serve in, she's winning 76% of the points. When she's relying on her second serve, she's down at 27% of points won. So Wozniacki is really enjoying having a look at the second serve. 4 games all in this first set.
They're actually having the same trouble. If you look at Wozniacki's .1 on the second serve, she's only at 20%, 1 out of 5, but first serve percentage .1 is 66% right now. So
and she's finding more first serves, Wozniacki.
Yep, 85% in the box. That's pretty incredible, but obviously not taking as much risks. Although she is definitely improved in that section of her game in the last couple of years. She's not accelerating. Feels like that ball is just carrying out because there's not enough spin in it, because the racket head doesn't go through. Not enough low to high action.
Beautiful. First ace of this final for Wozniacki.
Yeah, how important is the first serve for Wozniacki, and that's why she's having a chance here. It's because of that 81% of first serve in. Juan Tadeo would love to be called on the changeover, I think.
That's a really solid game. Caroline Wozniacki and Madison Keys will call Juan Tadeo onto court. It's Wozniacki who leads 5-4.
I do a couple of things and you tell me if they make sense, okay? Now, remember when we talk in practice, and we practice that we say we don't hit harder, we hit earlier. Remember what I say? What are 2 things important that we talk all the time? How do we hit the ball? Impact and follow. I mean, I'm over there and I'm waiting. I say, okay, am I going to hear it? Because I'm waiting to hear it. Your backhand, for example. She goes up the line with a soft forehand. She's leaving this whole court here. Have a heck, and you have a heck of a backhand cross court. Hit it cross court, and when you have it, then you find your forehand. But all this comes that you started that way. The difference, it comes with the thought. Remember that we said that we're risking a lot more than if we do the other way. That's what we're missing more. How do we control the ball to go always in the center? Exactly. So, how do we change it? We need to change the seat first. I didn't want to say the other part that I was about to say it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, the intention.
Yeah.
Anything can happen. But let's play with intentions that brought us here. You know? Then if it goes our way, hey, great job. If not, well done. Okay?
Time.
So Juan Tadero with some words of advice for Madison Keys. A fair amount of laughter between the two as well, just to settle everyone down at this late stage of the first set.
Yeah, they have such an understanding about, you know, the game and what game is supposed to be played by Madison. I think that being together on the, you know, on the part of her journey earlier in her career and now coming back, it's great to see. And you wanted her to have more intention, but starting from, you know, the mind, you have to think about it and have more intention with what you're doing. And I love the fact that they really communicated with some smile, which always is going to relax a player. That's intention.
15 now.
That's a beauty.
And the movement and the acceleration and going forward. Look at the body language. Now she has to remember what got her in that position. And it's all about the ability to come forward and be aggressive and just accelerate that racket head.
Racing through this game, Madison Keys. She has won 3 WTA titles in her career. Eastbourne on the grass, Birmingham on the grass, and Stamford on the hard courts. This would be her first clay court title. Yeah, gets this one. On we go in this fascinating first set.
5 games over.
Look at that topspin. The ball is rotating through the air enough that it's heavier and comes down. That's what topspin is all about. Velocity through the air.
Love 50.
Oh, she's going to love that. She hammers it away.
And that's what he was talking about. Juan Tadero is just pointing to her mind. You have to think about the intention that you have to be able to execute. It doesn't go the other way around. And I tell you, she really thought about this one way before Wozniacki served. Knew she was going to go around it and trigger down the line.
15-30.
Well, that's a smart play against somebody who likes to go around the backhand. And smart she is. She's not waiting another serve to the outside. She saw that happen the one before and right away changing the direction. A lot of players don't think about it that quickly. But the top one, surely.
Both players with a couple of aces now in this first set. Oh, that was tight.
She's just a step slower than we've seen. A little adjustment steps to get around that ball, to have enough room between herself and the ball. Not exactly there.
And again, that's exactly what she likes to do, attack.
See how much room she has between herself and the ball. That arm can go through. Makes a big difference. Such great tennis from Wozniacki, just thinking so much out there.
Yeah, you just get the feeling it's been a bit more of a roller coaster ride this first set for Key. She's had some good moments, some bad moments, but Wozniacki, he's been pretty steady throughout. Wozniacki with 3 titles last year. This would be her first of 2019. First it would be for Keys as well this season. Where will this first set end up?
She had the opportunity to come forward and take that in the air off the backhand slice of Wozniacki. Didn't take it in the air, let it bounce and started to rally again. Unfortunately, the longer it gets, I think the rally, the more chances for Wozniacki to win those points.
Well, that wasn't easy. Grinds it out, Caroline Wozniacki. And again, she moves just a game away from taking this opening set. Will we go to a tiebreak? It's Wozniacki who leads.
So if you want one of those fantastic Kermit offers today, for $15 off while supplies last.
Time.
It's a first set which has been keeping us guessing. Madison Keys, can she take us to a tiebreak? With serving like that, surely. Well, Wozniacki
Oh,
just
my.
asking the question there.
119, that's
Yeah.
fast.
It was
Well,
out.
It is long.
There you can see.
Clearly, yep.
Oh, brilliant.
14.
It is a tie break we require, which just feels right with this first set.
6 games old. Time.
Great hold for Keys. I mean, 3 out of 4 first serves. Makes the difference. Now she needs to really hit a clean tiebreak here from the start.
Wozniacki.
Well, for Wozniacki, this is the first tie-break that she's played this tournament. Madison Keys, she's had a couple of tie-breaks. She's won them both. She had one against Tatiana Maria and one against Sloane Stephens.
Wow, what a kick, and that hit the tape on the line. That really took an even higher bounce, as Wozniacki is pretty upset and Keys is smiling like, I'll take it.
Oh, she guessed the right way, Wozniacki, but there was enough pace and power on it.
2-0.
Great move here. Moving around that ball, enough time to do so. Should have gone with one hand. Can't reach. Not enough reach with two hands on the racket. Nice first serve here, deep. Really taking advantage of the short reply.
Approaching the hour mark in this first set. It's going to be a real gut punch for whoever doesn't take this tiebreak. Oh, yeah. No stopping that.
Absolutely no hesitation whatsoever from the backhand of Madison Keys. She's been really hitting that pass really well with the backhand. Not sure if the approach shot should have not gone down the line to the forehand side. As when you play cross-court, you have to cover your line and mirror your approach facing it. So a long way to get settled. But beautiful pass from Keys.
6 games all, 3 points all. Business end. Hammered away.
4-3, Keys.
Oh, this is some great tennis from both of these champion. Staying low, great approach slice, and look at the movement to get around that ball. That was a great lob. I always want to lob to the backhand side of a player. In this case, towards the left side of Madison, but she got around it. Quick feet.
Third double fault of this set for Wozniacki. David Lee watching on. Francesca Schiavone there. Dad as well.
Zero expression from Francesca Schiavone, no matter what.
Former French Open champion. Oh, she's left it. And she was wrong to.
Well, yesterday it was Petra Martic who had the same kind of similar feeling of when Wozniacki was hitting a ball, she let it go and the ball landed in the court. This time it's Wozniacki who's in doubt. You always want to take the ball, and she was doubting. That is a huge mistake.
And it brings up set points, Keys.
Keys.
Oh, it's been called out.
Yep, I think that was called out. Maybe not by that much, but
yeah, she
can't believe it, but it was long.
Accepting it now. What a point.
Yeah, a few mistakes from Keys again. She had a chance to take balls in the air, retracted back, and got in trouble. But that was a really tough point. She thought she had the set.
Began to celebrate, and then no.
Still set point, though.
Takes it in style. What a way to seal the first set.
7 games to 6.
A smile from coach as Madison Keys takes one big step towards the trophy here in Charleston.
Time. Please take your
Super
seats
first
quickly.
set.
Thank you.
Wonderful entertainment, and Madison Keys, well, she thought she'd taken the set
Second
a
set.
point before. She eventually
Madison
did.
Keys to serve. Thank
Can
you.
she kick on now?
Please take your seats behind the players. Thank you.
And when confidence is up for Madison Keys, when the wind is in her sails, it can be tough to stop her. Well, let's see if Wozniacki does somewhat of adjustment and changes maybe a little bit of the tactic here, trying to move Keys around the court, and surely once she has a short ball coming forward, that was a good approach. Definitely want to avoid the backhand when you approach. The backhand has been really working well on the passing shot from Madison Keys. Just caught the line.
Yeah, she's going to check the mark, but I think it's on the line, cut the line. Third ace of the match for Keys. She's at 24 aces for the tournament. Wozniacki, a total of 13 for the tournament.
Oh, what a good volley. As Madison Keys is making her move in the final.
That looked so easy, that volley. It's like, yeah, let me put my racket right there. Didn't hesitate, saying, you know what, I'm going to take it. Looked like it could have gone out. Well, those stats are going to be quite different, especially on the unforced errors, but that's normal. I mean, this is what Madison Keys is all about. She can have a lot of unforced error, but look at the count on winners. She's up one, which is, if the difference, difference is not that big between unforced error and winners, you know that she's in a good path to win a set. And only 6 winners for Wozniacki. Needs to get really that percentage of first serve high again in this set if she wants to stay in it, because you know that she's more confident now. Madison Keys is going to attack that serve even more.
Yeah, it's a vital game, this one, for Wozniacki.
Just Madison played a better tiebreak all around, just gave only 2 points and pretty much had about 4 winners in that. Yeah, you see how she's moving forward on the second serve.
Well, she's going to need all the resilience and mental toughness that we know she possesses, Caroline Wozniacki. His final, at the moment, leaning the way of the American.
Oh, gorgeous. Perfect placement.
15-14.
She's not holding back. It's out.
Deuce.
Two break points saved.
Advantage Wozniacki.
Well, that's two double fault in this game from Wozniacki. That's a tough weight to try to hold. Needs to find a first serve here. First serve percentage dipping down. It is the first game of the second set, but still 74% throughout the match. She's at 50% here in this game. That's going to help.
Can she wriggle out of this game?
Deuce.
Not letting go here, Madison Keys.
The speed on the return from that acceleration, it almost takes the racket away from her opponent. It's a heavy ball.
Well, it's turning into a vital game here, early on in the second set.
Deuce.
That was a difficult one. Down low.
Yeah, I don't like the technique on that volley. She didn't really bend, didn't go down on her legs, and surely hitting it with a two-hander. I think she was better off to hit with the one hand. See, her legs are so high. She's got to get down and let go that left hand on that volley. Good placement for Wozniacki.
Well, this is what Wozniacki does so well. She's made a career of winning games like that. She had just lost the first set. She was down a couple of break points, but somehow she comes through. And I think lesser players might just have surrendered that break of serve, but Wozniacki draws level. And what a different complexion this set could have had. But Madison Keys just says, okay, I'll keep hitting winners.
She needs to keep that ratio really close from winners to unforced errors. She was only with one separating both stats earlier in the set. Now she's 21-30. 30 unforced errors.
30-15.
Oh, I'll take that back. She's at 32 winners. But she's still there. Only 2 differential, so.
Oh, the volleying is letting her down at the moment.
30 on.
But that is helping out big time. Well finished off, as Madison Keys does hit the front once more.
Wozniacki has requested to see a coach. New balls, please.
The American leads the way in this second set, 2-1.
Leads 2 games to 1.
This incredible tournament would not be possible without our amazing volunteers. Let's hear it for our volunteers.
Karol. Dlatego chcę ci coś powiedzieć, Karolina. Jesteś blisko, żeby ją zbrekować. Byłaś parę razy i miałaś taką szansę. Nic o niczym nie myśl, bo grasz porządny mecz i innego nie będzie. Ona tak gra. Jeszcze będzie bardziej chciała jakby coś. Daj sobie czas do serwu, wtedy masz dobry wyrzut, serwujesz tam, gdzie chcesz. Nie przejmuj się. Najważniejsza jest jedna rzecz, Karolina. Z backhandu bierz w najlepszym momencie piłkę, bo ja wiem, że już długo gracie i tak dalej. Forehand pracuje idealnie, przechodzisz go i tak dalej. Z backhandu grasz bardzo dobrze, ale jak będziesz brała w najlepszym momencie piłkę, to ona nie będzie miała żadnych szans, żeby cię przełamać. Ja wiem.
Nie chcę zagrać po liniach.
Ja wiem. Karolina, wiem, ale pamiętaj, że w momentach najważniejszych ona tego nie będzie grała. Raz je wyszło, bo się spóźniła. Ale bo się spóźniła, bo była plantega, ale i tu był pek, Karolina. Ale generalnie pamiętaj o tym.
Well, some lively words between Caroline and Dad.
That was interesting. Couldn't understand what they were saying, but they were definitely arguing. And if you have time for a fun read, you can search this letter to my younger self that Caroline Wozniacki wrote during the US Open in 2016. And the first thing she said in there, she said, well, I just want to make sure that you all know my dad was right. That's basically how she starts the letter. It's very interesting. She talks about how she had talked to herself when she was a young player, so captivating.
Debrief with Francesca Schiavone.
Wow. That is a pretty bad miss. Picked to go down the middle because she was tired of the anticipation of Wozniacki and overcooked that one. Finally winning a long rally for Madison Keys. And still the quality of anticipation for Wozniacki. It seems like she knows exactly where she's going to hit every time. That forehand right here, she left earlier. Just couldn't do anything on this one. Too good.
Oh, that's outstanding.
One bullet, two bullets.
Remarkable striking from Madison Keys. I actually think if she'd been a bit more clinical in big moments in this second set, she'd be over the hill and far away now. Well, it's a great camera angle to really show how fast really they're playing and the pace in the ball from both players. It's so difficult to control your shots when the ball comes so fast at you. Love that camera angle. Do you think you've faced a player who hits it as hard as Madison Keys?
I'll get back to you.
Okay, have a moment.
Probably not. Well, the reason I'm going to tell you is, you know, first of all, the reason is the material was not as, you know, good as it is today. I mean, I think that the power from the strings to the racket is totally different. I started to play with wood. I'm that old, so trust me, if you give them wood, it's not going to look the same. They're going to crack a few rackets, I think. Yeah, right on the line on the return. That's Very well done, and annoying definitely Wozniacki. That's one thing I could understand, is that as soon as her father came in on the court on the changeover, she started to say, well, you know, I get a ball up there, I get a, she's hitting the lines, and it's part of the game. Interesting choice to go with a slice right here. She's been passing so well with a two-hander.
I think she's letting Wozniacki off the hook a few times here.
I agree.
Because on the whole, she's playing some super tennis. Can she just really strike at these big moments?
Advantage, Wozniacki.
It's trying for too much. Again, it's that margin for error. Don't trigger too soon. And don't go too close to the lines. Well done.
Deuce.
Didn't go for too much there, and finally he's winning the point without Wozniacki just reaching and anticipating the right place, playing and wrong footing Wozniacki. Smart play.
Fans enjoyed that. Back to juice we go.
Advantage, Wozniacki.
Well, that's the problem, is that, you know, from that point when Wozniacki is an ad, she has to win 3 points in a row to win the game, and that's very tough for Madison Keys with the amount of risk that she's taking, because Wozniacki is not giving her a point.
It's incredible fight from Caroline Wozniacki. The 2 games that she's won in this set so far, well, she's looked second best for both. But instead of having a healthy lead, the American, it is 2 games apiece. You gotta like that.
15 now.
Impressive, no problem on the slice. It was mid-court, but still it was low. Racket head very low. Look how low that racket head, below the level of the ball, and accelerating with tons of spin. Very well handled. That's what I want to see more often. Got to take some balls in the air.
That's 15.
Well, the set that Madison Keys did win, the first set she's ever taken off Wozniacki. We've had a couple of previous meetings that have gone straight sets to the Dane. Is this going to be a different story here today?
That's going to be close. Yeah, it is good.
Yeah, it's
She's
fine.
saying, let's replay the point. She's like, that's fine. I'm going to ace you now.
It wasn't an ace, but it was a quick point that Madison Keys takes with glee. She leads the way once more. 3-2.
Ms. Wozniacki has requested to see a coach.
Amerykan sędzia. Karo, co ci chciałem powiedzieć? Bardzo dobrze sobie bierzesz czas do setu. O to chodzi. Masz szybkość, wtedy rakiety, wiesz. Wychodzisz, wszystko robisz, gdzie chcesz. Backhand to samo. Bierzesz teraz w lepszym momencie. Nawet jak zrobisz czasami błąd, to nie ma znaczenia. Na to musisz zwrócić zdecydowaną uwagę. I tyle. I graj, Karolina. Forehand. Słuchaj, ten returny masz generalnie dobre. Tylko ty musisz, bo ona serwuje naprawdę szybko, czyli to tak samo jak do serwu, że się szykujesz, wiesz, że masz czas, tak sobie pomyśl, że, bo to jest ułamek sekundy. Ja nie chcę cię stresować, bo ty czujesz sama, jak szukasz ten timing, no nie? I tylko po prostu luz jest, ale w pewnym momencie jak czujesz, że tego, żebyś ten tylko timing złapała. Znaczy timing go masz, ja nie chcę tam gadać głupot. No właśnie. Bez sensu. Nie jest okej. Ona jak walnie ci po 119 czy 120, to można sobie mieć różne timingi. Ona jest luźne ręki, ona jest, ma dobry ten, ale to nie ma znaczenia. Karol, ja myślę tak, że tak jak grasz, najważniejsze jest, żebyś pokazała jej, że ty cały czas jesteś na korcie. Ona wszystko robi. Stara się to, tamto strzelać i wiesz, przechodzić, a ty grasz naprawdę solidnie, Karolina. Inteligentnie przechodzisz ją i tak dalej. To jest najważniejsza rzecz. Także do znudzenia graj jej przez ten backhand, Karolina, jak widzisz, że już ją wygoniłaś i masz puste pole, to wtedy zagraj jej na forehand, dobra? Ona z palcem chyba coś ma. Z palcem chyba coś ma. A jak ty się czujesz, okej? Jest.
Earlier this week, in USC Children's Health opened the new USC Children's Health Arkansas Medical Pavilion in North Charleston.
So Madison Keys receiving this medical timeout, and in the meantime, Caroline Wozniacki's father coming out to chat.
Was not as intense as the last time he came at 2-1, but I think that trying to really give her pointers, and I would think to look in one change really that's going on is that now Madison Keys playing behind the body of Wozniacki when she's attacking, and I think Wozniacki is going to have to keep her ground and facing the net when she recovers, because she's anticipating most of the time to the other side.
Time.
Well, she's had a very tough time in the last two service games. Wozniacki faced 2 break points in the first service game in the second set, and then a very long second hold. It's maybe all about a matter of time for Keys to break her. Let's see if she does it here.
Serving it 3-2 down here, Wozniacki.
15.
It's a great shot from Wozniacki. Held the ground, stayed low on the return. Once again, able to redirect the ball so well.
Yeah, she could do with a comfortable service hold here, Wozniacki. Oh, good change-up.
Amazing touch, really. I mean, she was looking like she was going to trigger with the two-hander topspin, and then the last second opens the racket face and shorten her swing. Completely took Wozniacki by surprise. And myself included.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Caught everybody out.
Wow. Such quality of return. I mean, she doesn't have time to finish her swing. That ball is right back on her side.
Is this the moment for Keys? Wozniacki has been digging herself out of holes. That's going to help out. The apology is there, but Keys will take that.
Oh, she deserved it, because, to tell you the truth, if that didn't hit the tape, I think that would have been almost a winner. That backhand down the line was pristine, and right here, I'm not sure Wozniacki would have had that ball. I guess Wozniacki was hopeful that that would have gone into the net, but none of that. And finally, it's Madison Keys able to break. It's coming down. It's pouring right now in the racket of Madison Keys. The pace, the depth. She feels like she's so close.
Oh, she can't be stopped right now.
I tell you what, it's so good to see her healthy again. I mean, she's been going through so many injuries. In 2015, she had 9 withdrawals. I mean, that's how bad it was. And surgery on the left wrist twice, 2016, 17, and then left thigh injury in 2018, rib injury in 18, and left knee injury at the end of the year last year. Wow. I think Wozniacki is pretty much checked out, it seems.
She is nearly there. Madison Keys is making a break for it.
Keys leads 5 games to 2.
One game will do it. Can she get over the finish line?
Time.
Madison Keys within touching distance. What does Caroline Wozniacki have left? Needs to find a good service game here. She's been struggling. And she's been struggling because Madison Keys has been all over the serve.
She's just pounding the ball with so much pace. She wishes she had that kind of combo earlier in the set on their service game for sure. Great serve, very deep in the box, and finally a short ball that she can put away. Not many winners throughout the match for Wozniacki, only 6 altogether, 7 with that forehand winner that she hit. Comparing to 43 in the racket of Madison Keys. Now she's going to get upset because she heard somebody screaming right before she made contact.
Yeah, Pierre Bacchi just saying to everybody, respect the moment.
He's quick off his chair. Yeah, that is close. I think that was in. Yep. Very fair play, Madison Keys.
First sentence. Yeah, Wozniacki.
Over to you, Madison. Can you close it out here?
Thank you. Please.
His crowd behind her. And at this stage, with the pressure on her shoulders, that is crisp, clean striking.
Long rally, and she prevails. That's amazing. I think the confidence is there. She just believes so much right now.
Perfect.
13-15.
She wasn't about to miss that backhand volley this time.
It is now championship points. Madison Keys, the champion in Charleston.
7-6, 6-3.
She becomes the 9th American player to win the trophy in this great historic city in South Carolina. She's always enjoyed playing here. She's been a runner-up before. She was close to another final here 12 months ago. Well, this year, it is her time. And she will be absolutely delighted. A wonderful effort all week. And straight over to Juan Tadero. Sophie, it's a wonderful achievement.
Oh, I think it's fabulous. I mean, just reuniting with Juan Tadero and finally winning this title that she really loves playing there. And she was so close, as you mentioned, twice. I mean, the third time was the charm for her. And 3 of major players and major winners that she beat throughout the routes to winning this title, in between Ostapenko, Sloane Stephens, that she's never beaten before. And same thing here. She was down 2-0 in the head-to-head against Wozniacki. So for her, it is such a great achievement. She's been playing some amazing tennis. Just a movement, and the fact that she's just hitting the ball so hard, and the consistency, because you know what, in the first set it was only +1 on the winner count towards unforced. There are 24 unforced to 25 winners, and it just got better and better. She finished the match with 38 unforced for 45 winners, with a +7 in the column of the winners, and that made the difference. Caroline Wozniacki had a great week too. I think, you know, she needs to herself be a little bit more aggressive, I think, on this surface. She has the potential to really come forward to the net. I would like to see that slice backhand a little more often. Really, all in all, that was such a great tournament for Madison Keys. Great reaction.
Look at them all. Fantastic. And she's a popular champion here. Of course she is. The relief. She wanted this title. She's got this title. The trophy is hers. And a winning smile. Madison Keys adds her name to the list.